Hi folks, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks, sell lots of them, sell them only online. Now, that doesn't mean if you see one you like, you're not welcome to come and look at it, because you certainly are. That just means that we don't have salespeople and all that. We sell only online, so hold our prices down, that kind of thing. We're going to list a nice truck today. It's a 2006 F250 Ford Lariat turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive. Got the Lariat package on it, everything about it's the way it ought to be. Got power on both sides, got the rear entertainment center, 2 screens and all that. They're Clarions. We don't know how they work, but it's an expensive setup. Spray-in bed liner sitting on a matching set of tires that are just about perfect. Spares underneath it, just the way it ought to be. It's my grandson, who's, I don't know what he's done. But anyway, this truck's only got 160,000 miles on it, folks, and it has been deleted, so there's nothing to worry about. No rust issues. It's a local truck, a local trade-in. Nice truck, gonna be a great buy. Come on, we'll show it to you. See, the lights are great, tires here.
And they're BF Goodrich all-terrains. They're a high dollar name brand.
See under here, there's no issues with rust and all that. F250 Lariat.
It's got the chrome package with the chrome mirror covers, chrome door handle covers, chrome tow hooks, chrome.
Inside here, this is pretty. Got floor mats, carpet's perfect, seats are just the way they ought to be, the headliner's right. This is we think it's got navigation. The screen's in it, folks. We don't have the card, so we don't know, but it's reasonable to assume it's got navigation, the screen and all. Got all the equipment you could want.
Power pedals, automatic headlights. No dirt and the door jams. You
can see somebody's not been out trying to tear up Daddy's truck. Well, you can see how much use it's had. Look at the kick sides and all. The Nerf bars are clean. It's not been abused, not been in the mud.
Here's the screens. It's got one in each headrest, and it's got the sliding rear window, fold down armrest. It's got the flat floor on both sides. You can see the rockers and the cab corners, no rust.
Once again, tires, BF Goodrich tires. You can see under here, there's no sign it's ever been in the mud. We do know this for certain. It's never been a work truck or a farm truck. They don't look like that after the truck. Somebody just used this for a daily driver. That's the original factory spray-in bed liner. Is this backup camera, son?
There's a backup camera. I don't know if I'm not sure if it works. It's got one.
Spares underneath it. You see down the sides, it's not nicked and dinged and all that. Once again, under here, look at the, see the muffler? And down here, it's never been abused. It won't be abused unless our bidders abuse it, right? You see the carpets here, the carpet's just the way, the seats are perfect. See the wood grain, the trim, all the trims, just the way it ought to be. Don't let me get your finger, brother. Power on both sides, and it works. You can see here, carpets up in here, no mud, no issues. The dash is perfect, no mud, dust in here. That just automatically labels one as a farm truck or a work truck, because you can't ever get all that dust out. Dan showed you in here. Once again, no dings, pings, and all that. It's not nicked up and dinged up. Under here, wheels look good. They've not been hubbed out. Dan's going to give you a test drive in it, folks. Show you everything. But this is a nice truck. Got a good-looking truck. Got a good stance to it. Hard to find these trucks. The 06s are getting harder and harder to find in this condition that we can sell at a price that our customers will buy. It's a 2006 Ford F250 turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive with a Lariat package. Sitting on a matching set of tires that are high dollar tires. Got the spare under it, spray-in bed liner just like it left the factory. No dings and pings on the outside. Got a great appearance. Interior's actually beautiful. The Lariat interior. Power on both sides, electric seats, power pedals, the leather's good, the headliner's good. There's no smoke odors or anything. It's only got 160,000 miles, but it has been deleted. So this truck is ready to go. If you fly in and drive it home, you'll have a good ride home. If you decide to ship it, whoever buys it, someone's going to buy it. You'll recognize it when it gets there. You'll be proud of it. It's a nice truck, an 06 Lariat, turbo diesel, 4-wheel drive with all the stuff. Nice truck, folks. It's going to be a bargain too. We appreciate you watching our video. Thank you so much for that. We look forward to visiting with you about the truck and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. We don't shine on them or nothing. This is just how it came into us. So it's a little dusty, not a big deal. The main thing is you can see all these bare aluminum parts. They don't have a brown tint to them. When the truck's been spending a lot of time in the mud and the dirty, funky water, they get a brown tint to these aluminum parts you just can't get rid of, and this truck doesn't have that. It's also got a fresh alternator. These batteries look pretty fresh. I think they're about a year old. Main thing I want to show you is absolutely no blow-by. Now you can see there's no smoke. Smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see I set this fill cap down on the tube. It doesn't blow off. If it does blow off, that means you got engine compression getting past the piston rings into the crankcase, and that's blow-by. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but just a sign of wear, and this truck doesn't have any of that. So now that I've shown you under the hood, we'll take you on a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. I guess I'd never put it reverse, so we were confused a little earlier about whether the backup camera works, but you can see it does in fact work. I'm in reverse and it's lit up. So disregard Dad and I talking about it not working, because it does in fact work. So that's good. You can also see it's got the built-in trailer brake control. It's got the automatic climate. It's got the electronic shift 4-wheel drive. It's got the steering wheel controls for the temperature, the fan, the cruise, all that stuff. Power pedals, automatic headlights. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though my video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck has an excellent ride and drive, and there's no issues with that. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps I'm hitting is that the truck's tight. There's no thumps, no squeaks or rattles or bangs or anything like that, so don't have to worry about that. Truck fires right up, runs perfect, hot or cold. There's no cold start issues with it. And whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Power Stroke diesel run cold, because if it's going to act up or do anything weird, it's more liable to do it cold than hot, because a lot of times you can get them, they can have weak injectors or fike them or stuff like that, and they may run like a three-legged dog cold, but once they warm up, they'll run perfect. So just something to keep in mind, but not an issue on this truck. It doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes, doesn't pull to the left or right going down the road. One thing you can't really tell from the video, but in the truck, is that it's quiet. There's not a lot of extra diesel noise. A lot of these trucks, if they've been run hard, they get little minor exhaust leaks, and it just comes out as extra diesel noise to people if you don't really know what you're listening for. And this truck doesn't have that, so that tells me it hasn't been yanking around no big heavy trailers or anything like that, because when they have, they just get some extra diesel-y noise that you just can't get rid of. So anyway, just pointing that out. We'll get on the highway now. we really can't find anything that doesn't work. I mean, this truck to have 166,000 for a truck we're selling, that's low. I mean, we just sold one with 265,000 that was just as nice as this one. And, you know, the good thing about these Ford diesels is they hit a certain point and the depreciation is just gone. There's not anymore. So as long as you take care of your truck, keep it maintained, and you know, don't get it beat up and scuffed up and all that, keep it, everything serviced, keep it nice, then you know it can you can drive it for years and probably won't even lose a dime, get your money back. So it's something to consider. I want to show you the dash now that we've been driving a little while. You can see no engine lights on, no service lights or any of that. I like to show that after we've taken off and started driving, because you know it's easy to kill an engine light with your scanner and say, oh look, no engine lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you start driving, that light's going to come right back on. So we like to show it after we've been driving a while, just so you can see for yourself that there really are no engine lights lit. Although I did just realize I am slap out of diesel. I'm going to have to put some diesel in it just a minute as soon as we finish this video. But yeah, the truck runs and drives great. If you want to fly in, drive home, you can. I would not hesitate to get in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. It goes down the road just like it should. Everything works. Can't find anything that doesn't work, put it that way. Windshield is nice. Don't see any rock pecks. There's no cracks. Got a fresh oil change. It's not due for another 4,000 miles, so obviously it's a really fresh oil change. Trying to think what all else it has on it. Got the overhead console, got the little flip down for your sunglasses, got the automatic dimming rear view mirror. These mirrors are tow mirrors. They're heated, and you can pull them out when you're towing to get some extra coverage on your towing. Let's see. Showed you the auto climate. What Dad was talking about on the stereo, you can see it's got a little button for navigation, but there's a little map card that slot behind the screen, and there's no map card. So I'm just going to say, hey, it's probably got nav. You have to figure out the map card business, and that way if something happens and a map card doesn't fix it, then you can't get mad at me. And I may sound like I'm really nitpicking more than I should be, but we sell everything online, and we don't want to risk bad feedback over something silly like a $20 map card or a rock peck, or you know, something minor. So if there's something we know of on the truck that's wrong or that's going on with it, then we'll try and just point it out, so you know you'll know what you're getting. Because most of our customers ship their vehicles. I mean, we of course prefer you fly in, drive it home. We'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. We'll come back to the office, do all the paperwork and everything, and feedback and all that, and let you get on the road. But we understand most of you that are buying from us are from the Northeast or the Midwest, and you don't always have time to spend several days flying or driving down and driving home. So that's why most of our customers ship. And don't let the idea of having to deal with shipping turn you off from buying the truck, because odds are we can save you as much as half off the average quote you may get online. And the reason for that is most of these guys online, they're not really shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And what they'll do is charge you hundreds of dollars, and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their fee for doing the truck. And well, everybody, all the brokers and all the shippers, use this one website that's not open to the public to get together, to find loads and post loads. And we paid through all the fees and pay them the monthly fees, posting fees, everything else, jump through all the hoops to be on that website. So basically, we can offer our customers wholesale rates on shipping. We're not the actual shippers. We don't make a penny off of it. We don't charge anything for arranging it. And all we do is we find somebody to haul your vehicle to you, and when they drop it off, you pay them for the shipping. So we don't get anything out of it. It's just a service to our customers. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Atlanta or Dallas or Houston or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just shoot me a text or email, 601-376-9869. I'll be glad to get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And it varies, but you know, based on how much of a hurry you're in and where you're at, because if you can meet them somewhere on the interstate or near an interstate, especially if you're out in the sticks, then that's going to save you money. And if you're not in a hurry, then we could try and post it for a lower amount at first, see if we can catch somebody who's willing to make a deal on shipping just to fill up an empty spot on the trailer. So, or if you're in a hurry, we can post it for a little more to maybe make somebody detour out of their way to pick it up, or we'll go for the average rate if you're just kind of not in a hurry, but don't want to wait forever either. And usually it takes 3 to 5 days to find somebody. I mean, sometimes we've had them picked up the same day we post them. Sometimes it's taken over a week. It just varies, but an average is 3 to 5 days. Let me show you this dash again so you can see we've been driving a while. No lights. I really like to point that out a lot because we go to a lot of trouble if there's a bad ABS sensor or clock spring or whatever little this or that may be going on. We try and take care of it so you won't have to when you get the truck. And so anyway, if you have any questions about the truck, give me a call. Like Dad said, this is a 6-liter diesel, which you hear a lot of people talk bad about them, but they don't know what they're talking about, basically, because the 6-liter's got a reputation because people went from 7.3s that they didn't have to do any maintenance on to 6.0s where you have to maintain them. You have to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You have to change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you have to use Ford filters. If you don't do that, then you're going to have problems because Ford will not release the patent on their filter design. So people use these aftermarket filters and they don't do any filtering, and then you get engine problems and people go to crying. And beyond that, the only other issue these have is with the EGR cooler. When it gets old, it'll crack and start letting water into the cylinders, which water doesn't compress, so you stretch the factory head bolts and blow a head gasket. Well, everybody says, well, it's got to be studded. Well, no, it don't. All you got to do, you delete the EGR cooler, you remove the source of the problem that leads to blown head gaskets. So if you got a deleted EGR and you're not tuning it and cranking up the power over about 80 or 100 extra horsepower, you'll never have to worry about head gaskets. So like we said, this one is EGR deleted, so it's good to go, no issues, ready to drive anywhere. So once again, if you have any questions, give me a call, Dan Dale, 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, give me a call. Want to talk about 6.0s or deletes or shipping, anything, just give me a call, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything we have to say, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.